It's now been 6 months since EastEnders stunned fans with its New Year's Day flash forward. Since then, we've had answers to some of the biggest mysteries, while others remain completely up in the air. So, which secrets have finally been explained, and which ones are still keeping fans guessing? Let's get into it. What we know: the identity of the mystery man. One of the first questions to be answered was the identity of the mysterious man spotted around Albert Square during Max Branning's arrest. We now know it was Mark Fowler Jr., who returned to Walford with Stephen Aaron Sipple taking over the role. Since his comeback, Mark has wasted no time making his presence felt. He has reconnected with members of both the Fowler and Mitchell families, exposed Vicky and Zach's secret relationship, and even teamed up with Lauren in some risky money-making schemes. Even though we finally know who he is, one big question still remains. Why is Mark so important to the flash forward? My feeling is that the writers are saving his biggest moment for later in the story. Who Max is marrying. Another mystery that seems much clearer now is Max's wedding. Earlier this year, Linda looked like a possible romantic option, but everything changed after Max and Cindy grew closer following their Christmas Day encounter. Their relationship quickly became serious, and before long, Max proposed. Things haven't exactly been smooth, though. Cindy turned him down at first, and Max slipped back into his old habits by secretly sleeping with Priya. Now the couple are officially engaged. Of course, anything can happen in Walford, but at this stage, Cindy still looks like the most likely bride. The real question is whether she'll discover Max's betrayal before they reach the altar. 3. Why Jack is heartbroken. The flash forward showed Jack looking devastated after a major argument with Denise, leading many fans to wonder if their marriage had fallen apart. Since then, viewers have learned that Denise has been diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia. She's currently receiving intensive treatment, while her family tries to support her through an incredibly difficult time. Knowing what Denise is facing makes Jack's emotional state much easier to understand. But what exactly causes their explosive argument on New Year's Day? That part of the story is still being kept secret. Why Libby returns in the flash forward. Libby's appearance in the flash forward surprised plenty of viewers. We now know she rushed back to Walford after learning about Denise's illness, putting her family first during such a difficult period. She's also become involved in Chelsea's storyline, helping her deal with some complicated family decisions. Whether Libby remains in Walford long term is still unclear, but one thing is certain: she'll have an important part to play when the flash forward catches up. Unexpected happened to Penny before New Year arrives. What we don't know: who is pregnant? One of the biggest unanswered mysteries involves the heavily pregnant woman beside Max on his wedding day. The flash forward confirmed she isn't the bride, but her identity remains a complete secret. Priya seems like an obvious possibility because of her secret relationship with Max, but EastEnders rarely takes the obvious route. Could someone else be about to shock everyone? What Lauren is hiding. Lauren's behaviour during the flash forward immediately raised suspicions. She was secretly messaging someone, sneaking away behind Peter's back, and acting as though she had something major to hide. In present-day episodes, her growing bond with Mark Fowler Jr. has become increasingly noticeable. The chemistry between them is hard to ignore, even if Lauren keeps trying to distance herself. Could this eventually develop into an affair? Or is Lauren hiding something even bigger? Why Max is arrested. Perhaps the most dramatic moment in the flash forward came when police arrested Max on suspicion of arranging a murder. Although he was later released, viewers still don't know what led to such a serious accusation. This feels like one of those storylines that will slowly build over the coming months before finally exploding around New Year. 4. Who is the kidnapper? The final moments of the flash forward delivered one of the show's biggest cliffhangers.
Oscar and Lauren are kidnapped by a masked figure carrying a gun, leaving Max facing an impossible decision. The identity of the kidnapper remains completely unknown. Is this someone from Max's past looking for revenge? Or will a brand new character turn everything upside down? 5. Who is Oscar dating? Oscar's love life has become much more complicated than anyone expected. He was previously involved with Jasmine before secretly beginning an affair with her twin brother Josh, destroying both relationships in the process. Right now, neither romance is continuing, but with plenty of time left before New Year, could one of those relationships be rekindled?
Why is Ian Max's best man? This might be one of the strangest Flashforward reveals so far. Considering the tension between the Beals and the Brannings, seeing Ian standing beside Max as his best man seemed almost impossible. Even the characters themselves joked about how unlikely it sounded. Whatever happens over the next few months clearly changes everything between them, and I'm really interested to see how the writers make that friendship believable. 7. Why is Nicola injured? The final unanswered mystery involves Nicola. The flashforward shows her using crutches and wearing a leg brace, but the show still hasn't explained what caused her injuries. She already has plenty of enemies in Walford, and fresh tensions continue to build. Could Chelsea become her next rival? Or is there an even bigger storyline waiting just around the corner?
So, that's where the Flashforward stands after 6 months. Some mysteries have finally been solved, but the biggest twists are still being kept under wraps. If EastEnders continues at this pace, the journey towards New Year could be even more dramatic than fans expected. Which mystery are you most desperate to see answered? Let us know your theories in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more EastEnders updates and spoilers.